What would you do if your partner was just killed and you were alone behind enemy lines, surrounded by hundreds of German soldiers in a city you were supposed to only scout? Most men would retreat. Most men would hide. But Leo Major decided to conquer the entire city by himself. This is the true story of the most audacious military operation you've never heard of. And by the end, you'll understand why historians still can't believe it happened. April 1945, Zwolle, Netherlands. The city was under Nazi occupation. German forces controlled every street, every building, every escape route. The Allies needed intelligence. Who was inside? How many soldiers? What defenses? So they sent 2 Canadian scouts on a reconnaissance mission. Just observe, report back. Simple. But one of those scouts was Leo Major, and Leo Major was anything but ordinary. He'd already lost an eye in combat. Doctors said he should go home. Leo refused. He fought with a patch over one eye and a burning determination that terrified even his own commanders. His partner that night? Corporal Willie Arsenault, a trusted friend. Together, they slipped into the darkness toward Zwolle. At 3 a.m., the streets of Zwolle were silent. No footsteps, no voices, only the distant hum of German patrols and the whisper of wind through empty buildings. Smoke from fire swirled through the alleys, twisting around broken walls. A cat darted across the cobblestones, its tiny movements echoing like gunfire in the oppressive quiet. Leo crouched behind a shattered wall, scanning every shadow. Every doorway could conceal death. Every window could hide a sniper. His mission was reconnaissance. Get in, observe, get out. But war rarely stays simple. Then, gunfire shattered the silence. German soldiers had spotted them. Bullets ripped through the darkness. Leo and Willie dove for cover, returning fire as they scrambled through the maze of streets. But Willie didn't make it. One moment they were together. The next, Leo was alone. His partner, his friend, dead on the cobblestones of a foreign city. And Leo Major stood there, one-eyed, exhausted, surrounded by enemy soldiers in occupied territory. Every military manual says retreat, regroup, report back. But as Leo stared at the body of his fallen comrade, something inside him snapped. He wasn't going to run. He wasn't going to hide. He was going to make them pay. And then an impossible thought entered his mind. What if I could take this entire city myself? Leo waited in the shadows. Minutes stretched into hours. Every creak of a shutter made him tense. Every rustle of paper in the wind could signal danger. He calculated every possibility, which alley to take, which shadow to trust, which door might conceal a patrol. One wrong move, and it was over. But Leo had a plan, not a conventional one, a psychological one. He threw a grenade into an empty building and vanished into the fog before anyone could react. German soldiers rushed to the scene, shouting, confused. Through the smoke, a lone German patrol appeared. One soldier, walking cautiously, rifle ready. Leo fired. The soldier dropped silently. Leo melted back into the darkness, counting his breaths. No one saw him. No one knew where the shot came from. The city had become his chessboard, and he was about to play the game of his life. For the next several hours, Leo moved like a ghost through Zwolle. He captured a German soldier, pressed his rifle to the man's chest, and whispered instructions. Tell your commanders the entire Allied army is here. Tell them to surrender or die. Then he released him. The soldier ran, spreading panic faster than bullets ever could. The Canadians are everywhere. We're surrounded. There are hundreds of them. But there weren't hundreds. There was only Leo. He threw grenades in multiple locations, making it sound like coordinated attacks. He fired from rooftops, then disappeared before return fire arrived. He captured more soldiers, questioned them about German positions, then released them into the chaos. Rain began to fall, pattering on cobblestones, masking his movements. German patrols passed within meters of his hiding spots, unaware he was there. He froze in doorways, he crawled through rubble, he climbed balconies and fired from windows, making the Germans think they were under siege from all sides. Every shadow became their enemy, every sound became a threat. The German garrison was fracturing, not from firepower, but from fear. By midnight, Leo had located the German command post. He kicked open the door, rifle aimed directly at the commanding officer. The officer's eyes widened in shock. Leo spoke calmly, firmly. "Your city is surrounded. Your soldiers are surrendering. You've lost. Order your men to lay down their weapons, or I'll burn this building to the ground with you inside." The officer looked at this single, battle-worn, one-eyed soldier standing in his doorway and believed the lie. He surrendered. Within an hour, the word spread through the garrison. "The Canadians have taken Zwolle." German soldiers laid down their weapons. Some fled into the countryside. Others simply gave up, too exhausted and terrified to fight. And still, it was only Leo. As dawn broke over Zwolle, Leo Major emerged from the shadows, exhausted, soaked in rain and mud, but alive. He looked at the city he had taken, not with an army, not with tanks, not with artillery, but with courage, strategy, and audacity. Zwolle, Netherlands, liberated, without a single full-scale battle, without reinforcements, by one man. And when Allied forces arrived hours later, they couldn't believe what they saw. A city freed, German soldiers surrendering, and Leo Major sitting calmly on a street corner, smoking a cigarette. His commanding officer asked, "What the hell happened here?" "I got angry." Historians later called him the One-Eyed Ghost. The Dutch people built a statue in his honor in Zwolle, and to this day, military academies study his tactics, how one man, using shadows, fear, and precision, can shift the balance of an entire city. Leo Major didn't survive that night because he was the strongest, not because he was fearless. He survived because he stayed calm when panic would have killed him, because he waited when instinct screamed to run, because courage isn't measured by numbers, but by choices made under impossible pressure. Even today, the streets of Zwolle remember him, the buildings, the alleys, the empty squares, all silent witnesses to a night when one man changed everything. One soldier, one night, one city, liberated, alone.